Well, hey, handy people, Dan here. Hey, I've been doing a lot of wood cutting. We're cutting trees up, cutting trees down, and then cutting the wood up, and doing a lot of work with my chainsaw. You can see in the background here, chainsaw is right behind me, and then over there is the tool I've been using, and I want to show you how it works. It's the Harbor Freight chainsaw saw sharpener. It's made for sharpening chainsaw blades. And man, does this thing work. So come on. So this little lovely comes basically as you see it, and you make some adjustments. And I've got my chainsaw chain on here already. This is the blade stop. You can move the blade back and forth with these two little knobs. And this is a blade stop. And you'll see that this particular tooth, and you can see my blade comes down and just meets it. This device clamps it. You can see when it's like a motorcycle handbrake or a bicycle handbrake, and that allows us to bring this right down in. And I've got it set at 30 degrees, and I'm cutting all the teeth on this side of the saw first. And you'll notice I used a Sharpie and I put a black dot on the blade, on the first tooth that I start with. And then basically you can adjust your depth with this knob on the back. You can adjust where the tooth, how much you're taking with this knob here, and it's got a lock nut, and that controls your stop. This stop moves in and out. So I've got it set for this chainsaw, and you play with it a little bit, but the idea is start with taking less, not more, and it's quick. Turn it on. It's not very loud. Pinch the work. Go to the next blade. Back it up, and you back the chain up till it's locked in there, and then squeeze there, and you basically do them one at a time. Until you get all that side done. I get back to that one with the black dot. That's why you put the reference dot on there, so you know. And this thing goes pretty quickly. I've tried hand files. I've tried a lot of different ways. I've not had much success in getting a good sharp blade until I got this tool. And this tool wasn't that expensive. I know it was, I believe I got it a couple years ago, so I'm not sure what the current price is, but I'll tell you this, if you're gonna do any kind of chainsaw work, yeah, this baby does the J-O-B. And there, we're back to it. So I'm going to turn it off, and there's a knob on the bottom here. I'm going to turn the blade 30 degrees to the other direction, tighten the knob. I'll turn this. I've got a reference mark on that one, so I know it's the next tooth down. I'll give it one little look, and it looks like it's going to work just fine. Okay, here goes the other side. This is a Husqvarna saw. The blade came with the saw, and it's a 18-inch chain. And I can tell you, I've been cutting a lot of hardwood, and sharp blade makes all the difference. Once you get the hang of things, you'll see it's not real difficult, and you go rather quickly. You notice I'm adjusting it slightly for every tooth because I want it to be more on this stop, and that stop's got a little play in it, so. Oh, and there's my mark. And that's that. And I take it, and these are sharp now. It works great. I highly recommend it. You know, I mounted this thing just basically on a piece of deck board, 5/4 deck board, and I cut this hole so I could, this hole here so I could hang it, and then I just used 2 clamps, clamp it to wherever, and it's very portable, very convenient. Right now I got it just sitting on I got a pair of sawhorses, one on top of the other, so it gave me some nice height to work with. This thing really does the job. You can see I've ground a bit of material off that chain as I sharpen it, but it's actually not a bad little device. It works well. Again, you know, these are your settings. This is for controlling. You rest. This is the bottom half of that screw that stops on that stop, and that controls how your depth of cut. And this this little device up here. You pinch that and it locks the chain in place. Your chain is advanced by these two knobs. You can see the little teeth that move the chain. This is your stop because you're moving the chain in this direction. And then your depth of cut on each tooth against that stop is adjusted by this piece here. You can change your tension on the clamping pressure with this knob here. Once you set that, that's pretty good to go. And then your angle knob is underneath the bottom here that you loosen to swivel the unit so you can get one tooth and then the opposing tooth. So you do all the way with one tooth at, I do 30 degrees. You can see my little arrow is at 30. And then I do the other one at 30. That's what my chain calls for. Yours may be different. You're gonna have to figure that out. But hey, this little guy does the job. And now my saw, I put it back together. My teeth are good and sharp. And yeah, I'm very pleased. Very pleased with how that works. It's easy. You saw how quick I did. I give the tool a thumbs up. If you're gonna cut some wood, that's the guy to get if you want to do your own saw sharpening. I mean, I suppose, you know, I've had people say, well, it's only $5 to get my saw blade sharpened. Yeah, but you got to take it to the shop. You need multiple chains. There's a lot of things that I think that having one of these and doing your own, and besides, you know, if you have friends that cut a lot of wood or that want their chainsaws sharpened, hey, you can be the saw sharpening shop. Anyways, thanks for watching, and like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.